Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Necro, Fiends of the Frozen Dead. We are celebrating 25 years of Johnny Necro and the Frozen Dead with talking to all kinds of friends and fans of Johnny Logan Harley, who is the creator of this awesome series. And today, I am super excited to welcome Oliver Simonsen. Everybody say, hey, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's
and
awesome.
Thank you to Johnny Logan Harley for thinking of me for his awesome anniversary. Such a good book. He's so driven. Can't believe he does comics, music, movies.
He really does all the things.
Of course, I'm so honored to have my own character drawn by him. He draws them so well. So
that's awesome.
Included in his crossover fan.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you are joining us from across the coast, on the other side of the other coast in California. I love your background. You look very tropical and relaxing right there.
Accommodations are a little wanting, but
yeah. Well, I'm dropping things. I have to thank Johnny because he told me, I don't want to say yelling at me. He keeps reprimanding me because I'm supposed to be plugging myself too. And I keep forgetting because I get so excited to talk to all of you and talk about Johnny's stuff. So my background, I'm just going to do a quick plug, is about my book, this is the author's copy. That's why it's got that. But it's called Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self. So if you're looking for some personal development with some funny stories, go to learnedingogo.com. Okay, back to what we're really here for, which is to talk to you.
Yeah, we should that should be the whole show right there. I'm focused on your book.
Thank you. It was funny when I was talking to Johnny. He's like, you just keep forgetting to plug yourself. I'm like, I can't remember everything. So, but I'm so glad you're here with me today. I want to know how you first met Johnny. How were you first introduced to him?
Didn't you bring the questions before? Well, not Facebook. I assume forever ago.
Met on Facebook?
Huh? I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I've never met a person. I'm on the West Coast. And, he'll make it out here one day. Or I'll make it his way.
Well, I was going to say, come out this way and then we can meet as well.
Right. So you guys are in close proximity?
We met in the Great Media Comic-Con, which was a really cool local event, local to me. It's a couple hours away from Johnny. So we're in the same state, but not close. So it was a lot of fun. He was playing Doc from Back to the Future when I met him. So he had the big white hair and the outfit.
I've seen some video or some pictures of him. Yeah.
Phenomenal. He is so fun. He was Doc. For everyone that wanted to take a picture, he was the character. And that's what's so great. Yep. When he's doing his music, he's all in. When he's doing his comics, he's all in. So I have some of the crossover pictures that you guys did together. So tell us what's going on.
The credit goes all to him. He drew my characters. And as mentioned, I'm envious how well he draws my characters. And
so that's Captain Zap.
That was a lot of fun. That was a thrill to
see. That's awesome. So I love the little robot.
A1, very generic name, like A1 Car Wash, A1.
A1 Steak Sauce.
And the guy in the yellow shirt, that's Captain Zap. And the other sidekick is Polly the Bird. All very generic things.
Polly the Bird. Okay, I like that. So I'm sure they get into all sorts of shenanigans. And in this case, since it's a crossover, they are with Johnny and Brett as well, right?
Right.
That's all gulp. Poor A1.
And he included some other characters that I created that, I've always been meaning to do something with, and he surprised me with that. So
That's cool. Awesome. That is very cool. So you didn't know what he was going to do with your characters? You just gave him permission to use them? No. Oh, that was very nice of you. To say, here's my babies, I trust you.
Sure. Yeah, You can't trust Johnny, who can you trust?
That's very true. That is very true. I want to make sure, too, that I remember to put your socials on here so you guys can follow on Instagram and Threads at @what_comics, and that's comics with an X. So make sure that you are starting to follow there, and then we'll add the other ones.
Yes, please do. I try, I don't know. There's so many social media accounts, and I'm not always that active on all of them.
It's hard to be. It's a lot to juggle, and especially when you're a content creator, so you have to take the time to make the art that you're posting. I'm sure that makes it even harder. So I do like a little stick figure a day. I call it Finding Joy Every Day, and I post it, and I've fallen behind on that. I haven't done that in like 4 days because I've been so busy. So I give you all the credit if you're doing like actual cartoons.
And I'm currently doing some Captain Zap stories. I don't have a whole lot to plug these days, but I am doing some continuing with my creation, and I'm appearing in James Banderas Smith's Cactus and Papa Balloon.
Cactus and Papa Balloon?
Yeah.
That is a name. Okay.
It's hilarious. He's severely debilitated, and he still manages to just make the most amazing comic. And again, honored to be part of it. And alongside myself, there are some amazing 90s indie comic book creators like New Wandering Wandering Star and Forever. And next issue is going to be Too Much Coffee Man. And
Too Much Coffee Man. You have the best titles. Tell me more.
And honored to be in such a esteemed company. So if anybody wants, they should pick up an issue. The website is outstandingcomics.com, something like that.
Okay, I had whatcomicsentertainment.com. Is that your?
That's me. So I forgot to give you the link to that, but yeah.
Okay. Well, you need to put the link to that on this.
I will put the link on there. There you go.
I have made it a personal duty to help you make a link tree when we are done this.
I should so get on that. Thank you so much.
No, I don't mind helping at all because like I said, I know what it's like to have so many projects going on, and just to have a one-stop shop is helpful.
No, I see those around, and then thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have another picture here. I want you to tell me what this is about. I don't know if I showed you this one beforehand. Is that?
Yes. It's I believe I'm seeing it on my phone, but I believe that's Johnny Logan Harley drawing Cerbebus. Am I correct? Cerbebus,
yes.
The Aardvark?
Yes.
And he sent me some issues. Again, super honor. He draws a great Cerbebus, and he got the blessing of the creator to do so. And it ties in with, I did a Cerbebus movie, no budget, literally no budget, and you can catch it now on TV and other streaming platforms. And it's got some very kind feedback, some very kind reviews, and it was really a dream come true. Just had a lot of super talented and skilled people that were also just super nice. And, it took years and years, and just to be in the company of such generous people, it was really a dream come true.
That's what I'm like really enjoying. I was telling you before we started recording that I'm just enjoying meeting so many new people, and this community is so filled with kind people. So when you say that, like, it doesn't surprise me at all. Like, indie creators work so hard to make things out of no budget. And it's like such an amazing...
This was worldwide, very diverse, just from all over the world.
And it's Cerbebus the Aardvark or an Aardvark?
Cerbebus the Aardvark. The whole title of the movie. I mean, if you just look up Cerbebus the Aardvark, you'll find the movie. That's plenty. But I made this because I thought it would be funny. Title. The absurd, surreal, metaphysical, and fractured destiny of Cerbebus the Aardvark.
Wow. That is like word salad. That is so many. But believe me, as someone who wrote Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self, I appreciate a long title. I appreciate that. My words aren't as big as yours, but it's okay. But definitely go to Tubi, guys, and check this out. Tubi is a wonderful channel, and I love that Cerbebus is on there.
Yeah, this is in my book.
That is awesome. So let's see, because Johnny told me you guys met on Facebook in a group because of Brian Payne. Is that a mutual friend?
See, hey, I'm old. I'm 56. You know.
I'm 49. You're not that much older than me.
That's right. Darshan comic book group on a Facebook group started by Brian Payne, an amazing artist, a comic book artist himself, and yeah.
Awesome. So
shout out to Brian Payne. Good guy.
Excellent. So did you grow up reading comic books, or is that something you discovered later?
My mom would read me comic books. She actually collected comic books. I mean, she didn't have like a huge collection, but you know, yeah, she had a pretty nice little collection, and she would read me comics as bedtime stories. And I've said before, it was like all Marvel. That's not entirely true. There was some DC in there too, and yeah. So I would read about Fantastic Four, the Hulk, and of course, she didn't have all the issues, and they all ended on a cliffhanger. So
you never knew what was coming.
So you got to appreciate a good cliffhanger.
Well, that's good, and then you could write your own ending. You could make your own comic.
So like filling in the gaps.
Exactly. Like, okay, I'm going to decide what happened to these characters because we can't find the next issue. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Did you have a favorite growing up, like a favorite comic character?
I was partial to Fantastic Four. Yeah. And like many Spider-Man and yeah, all the usual suspects.
All the superheroes.
Hard to die. Yeah.
Nice. And I like how you said Marvel and DC. So you have like both of the top two universes in your...
You know, that's all there was. I mean, because I started at such a young age. I mean, I remember what it was like before. Cerbebus was like the first. I mean, it was just Marvel and DC basically, as far as people knew. And Cerbebus broke some new ground there, and started. Many people, there were other before him, but with starting the independent movie to come like the Godfather of Indie, just because he was so supportive and pushed it, and you know, he was known back then. That's what he was known for, was integrity and being a big supporter of indie comics.
That's great, because there's so much talent out there that gets squashed by the big guys sometimes. So it's nice to have advocates for indie comics and indie movies and all to give them, you know, kind of help them into the spotlight.
Right. He would have previews in the back of the Cerbebus comic of other indie comics, and yeah.
Cool. So tell me how you started Captain Zap. Like what brought that about?
I started in high school. He didn't have the name yet, Captain Zap. I think that name came about in college. I was wearing these kind of like blue, kind of funky sunglasses, and someone's like, maybe I said like Zap. Something like that. Yeah.
You're stuffing your socks on the carpet and zapped your friend and was like, I got it. Well, that's cool. And then did A1 and Polly the Bird just naturally come about, or were they characters or something else?
My nickname there for a while was Polly Bird. So. Okay.
Is there a story behind that? Are you just like crackers, or?
I guess I was like in a lot of places at once. So okay. I was very social.
Oh, that's good. That's a good nickname then. Sometimes nicknames you get you don't want to get, so that's a good reason.
And And where we lived and our roommates, we had like this on top of the antenna, this kind of ceramic parrot bird, and I don't know.
It all came together to make your comic, so it's wonderful.
I can't even recall.
Well, that's cool. So when we were talking about how Johnny's into so many different things, what kind of music are you into? Because we know Johnny's a punk rocker. I don't see you necessarily as a punk rocker, but maybe you are. I don't judge by,
Right. Yeah, back in the day, I used to have the long hair. Even when I was a little kid, I had the long hair. I was a little hippie kid,
Love that.
But yeah, I like my punk, I like my rock, I like my alternative rock.
Nice. See, it's just like the bird. You're social, you're musically social, you're in all the groups. I'm noticing a theme here. This is pretty cool. That's awesome. So was there any other stories that you had? You said you and Johnny have never met in person, but are there, like, when I say Johnny Logan Harley, what's the first thing you think of?
He's been dead 25 years. Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm going to show off my bookmark here too.
And he's constantly posting new content. There's like nearly a break.
No, and you can go back over all the stuff from years ago and read it for free, which is incredible. And Johnny's link tree, I'm not teasing you about link trees, I promise. Johnny's link tree is right here. So if you guys want to get a copy of the book, you can go to his link tree and check that out, which is awesome. And this is Oliver's Facebook. We got to follow at Captain Zap or Cerbebus Film. You're on both, correct?
Yep.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, is there any other thing you want to add about Johnny, about you, about life?
Hey, shout out to his wife. She makes just amazing stuff with the t-shirts and the merchandising.
Yep, Horror Adorables is amazing. You guys can follow Horror Adorables on Facebook as well. And Anne's work is incredible. I was video chatting with them yesterday and just seeing her workspace. She is just so talented. She's amazing. So definitely get a mug, get a t-shirt, get all the things. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me, unless there was something else you wanted to.
Oh, it'll come to me. Tomorrow I'll be like, that person.
Then we'll hop back on and we'll edit it together. It's the magic of internet video calling.
Yeah, what can I say? Oh, sure. It doesn't. I don't know if it fits with anything, but dual citizenship. I was born in San Francisco, 1968. I was Mr. Mom, vegetarian.
Nice.
There
you go. Did you say you have dual citizenship?
Yep.
With what?
I had some good chunk of my childhood there. Some people say they can detect an accent. But.
Really? Because I thought you said you were born in San Francisco, and I thought you were being a smartass about being a dual citizen. Where were you born?
San Francisco. But a good chunk. My mom's Norwegian, so single mom.
Okay, Norwegian. That was the part I was missing. I'm like, San Francisco is not another country. I don't understand.
Maybe we'll just edit all this out.
No, we're leaving this in. This is funny. No, it was me not understanding. Okay, I missed the Norwegian part. That makes more sense.
I'm sure I wasn't.
Okay. No, that's really cool. And have you been a vegetarian for most of your life, or is that something?
Since I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah, just decided, hey, I'm going to be a vegetarian. I was at the slaughterhouse and everybody laughed, and because I was just such a strict carnivore, I just on my hamburgers I didn't have lettuce, and I'm never eating meat again. And
I give you credit for sticking.
Everybody chuckled, and I'll show you.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. Like,
I don't really have a good reason.
About that old and thinking the same thing, and I think I lasted 2 weeks. So.
My son isn't, I don't make him be a vegetarian. So.
Right. Well, it's a personal decision, right. For sure. Because if you're like, you have to be, then they'll be sneaking off having bacon, when you're not.
So. I would make him meat. I was Mr. Mom, and I was the stay-home dad for his first 3 years.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful because, like, I had another stay-at-home dad that I was talking with for a different episode of this mini-sode, or mini-series, and I told him, I'll tell you too, you guys need so much credit because stay-at-home moms you hear about all the time. You don't hear as much about stay-at-home dads. So
credit to all the moms. It's and he was such an easy kid, but still, yeah.
Well, that's good because sometimes they can, be feral. No, I have 3 kids and they're great. He's what? I'm sorry?
Oh, he's got such a great head on his shoulders. He's such a great kid.
Well, I'm sure that's a credit to his parents.
He's 31, so.
Yeah, well, hey, that means you just did a great job. So good job, Dad. That's awesome. Yeah, mine are 22, 21, and 19 now. So, yeah, just starting.
You're just about done. I mean, you're never done, but.
Right, but just starting the get out of the nest. They can stay forever. 2 of them are going to live with us till we're dead. I know that. It's okay.
I know mine's all the way on the East Coast now, and it's like.
Do you guys get together often?
He's here quite a bit. I mean, he's in medical school, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to get that in. I feel
awesome.
bad for him. I mean, life is short, and what they put them through, it's just huge. But.
Wow, that's a big commitment, medical school. My youngest is in nursing school, so she's also in medical field, but not the whole. That's a whole other thing, like a separate school.
So yeah, I mean, I feel about what they have to see and what they have to witness, and
yeah, is he going
so
like
much
general?
And death. I mean, it's the job description, but
well, unless you're a podiatrist or something, like it depends on what you get into. I should hope they don't have a lot of people dying in the podiatry office, or maybe that's not the job for them.
I know. I mean, they have to cut cadavers and stuff like it under.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is amazing though what we can do medically now. When you think about the way that things have come about in all the years, like, my youngest has to get
older, aches and pains. I found out I'm pre-diabetic. Doing my best to eat right and exercise.
Yep.
I'm always a vegetarian, but I was never big on eating right.
There's no meat in Hershey bars, so you can still be vegetarian and eat those, But
so I'm doing my best, and hopefully, like you said, medical breakthroughs and all that will live, be healthy and long life.
Exactly, and that's all we can do is our best. I do 80-20, so I eat good stuff 80% of the time, and then 20% is cheese and vodka. So, you have to balance it out. Because you can't live your whole life so strict that you don't enjoy things too, So.
Hey, I'm with you.
Yep, that's all. But you look great, so I think you're doing a good job there. Just keep up the good work with that.
Hey, you too. Thank you. I'm gonna switch to Aardvark to my regime.
There you go. Yeah, 3 olives cherry for the win. No, I have to have one vice. I gave up sugar and soda and artificial sweeteners and.
I did artificial sweeteners, and it's probably worse for you than sugar. So.
Yeah, probably. God only knows what they'll discover 20 years from now if it's actually in it. But awesome. Johnny's going to be like, what are you guys talking about? Okay. Frozen Dead. 25 years of Johnny Necro and the Frozen Dead. And I'm sure that without medical advancements, a lot of comic book gore would not even take place because you can add all of the anatomy.
Tied it all in.
And all the, see what I did there? Add all and especially Bret Hart. He wouldn't, Bret wouldn't be in it if it wasn't for anatomy. So
here we go.
That is awesome. Well, I'm going to stick your other socials up here real quick so that everybody can follow you on Instagram, on Threads. Go to your website, go to Tubi and watch Cerbebus the Aardvark. I'm totally going to do that. I cannot wait to watch this movie. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you. Very kind.
What's the actual plot?
It's no budget, so
What's the actual plot of the movie? I know the name and that it was low budget, but
He's an aardvark in the world of people, so he doesn't fit in. And in an effort to fit in, he gets a merchant vest. And so he's not being true to himself and fractures his destiny.
Oh, wow. What did he said to not be true to himself? He did what? I missed that word. I'm sorry.
Oh, he got a vest.
Oh, he got a vest. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. So, moral of the story, don't keep that.
That's funny. Okay, so he like Marty McFly'd it to try and fit in. See, I brought Back to the Future. When I met Johnny, he was Doc. It's all, you guys might not think we're staying on track, but we are 100% staying on track with this conversation.
This is why your show is so great.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I like to tell people I am building the plane while I am flying it. So
it's going to get
just like figuring it out.
You're going to go far.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to check out all of your stuff because, like, I love your style, your drawing style. Captain Zap is, like, I was telling you how adorable the style is. It's great. And I want to follow his adventures. And now that I know where Polly's name came from, I'm going to giggle every time I see Polly. Got the little inside scoop there. But
yeah, I mean, Polly's not me.
Okay. So not based on you. Just the name.
I'm not talking to
it. You're just not going to admit the parts that might be based.
Only the good things.
Hey, and that's the perks of being the creator. You can tell people whatever you want. Make up the stories like, you know, at the end of the comic cliffhanger, you make it up and you can be whoever you want. That's what's so great about storytelling and art. It's really
I do like the aspect of that personal expression and stuff. And I mean, there's room for a lot of comics and nothing against the big ones that are really polished and really great and super talented people, but also the minor ones, the smaller ones that might be a little more rough around the edges. I don't know. I love that about them. That they are personal, that they are rough around the edges, and less.
And there's room for everybody, and that's what's so great about this age of the internet is you don't have to have a publisher to get your work out there. Like, it's great if you can publish it, but if you can only post it on the internet and people can see it that way too, you can still share your art.
I'm just for the kids these days. I mean, what they have at their disposal.
Absolutely. Yeah, my older daughter's going to graduate next year with a degree in animation, so she's an artist as well. So I definitely am an ally and a supporter of the arts, 100%.
Wow, so she's probably really amazing. That is so fantastic.
I think so, but I'm biased. So.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yep, she has her little characters, and I just see them. I've seen them evolve from when she was little. Then they were just like a circle head with and now they're so detailed and all. It's been a really cool evolution to witness.
Wow.
So definitely, like I said, I do stick figures. So, and people get mad. They're like, but I have a goatee. I'm like, no, I'm not making them that complicated.
If you don't mind, when later when after the show, I'd love to see at some point.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll ask her. Or I'll give you her social media too, and you can follow her.
Very cool.
What she's up to. Yeah. So proud mama moment. I had to plug my kid. So.
Cool.
Yep. But like you said, it's nice that they have so much at their disposal because being, like we said, the big guys were pretty much the only ones. So if you weren't getting into there, you weren't being represented. So.
Right, exactly.
And that's why I'm going to put Johnny's up here again, too, because I know how much he's put into this 25th anniversary book. So buy your copy and support him.
Working individual.
Yes.
He does not slack off.
I don't think he sleeps. I don't know when he could with everything he has going on. He's just constantly creating, and it's really fun to be a part of.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here and just honored that he thought of me.
Well, Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to wrap up this episode, but you guys definitely follow out. I do that every episode. I point the wrong direction. Follow Oliver on social media. Jazz hands. And definitely check out all of Johnny's links so you can follow him too. You can follow me. I'm at Learned in Go-Go on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can pick up my book at learnedingogo.com. And thank you again so much. It has been so great meeting you.
Likewise. Thank you.
And we'll talk again soon.